Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining me today on Lions Talk Live. Today's show really has nothing to do with the Lions, but I want to address a couple things. I want to thank, first of all, a couple people on YouTube, a couple normal channel watchers that pointed something out to me. I worked in journalism. I don't know. I want to say my first journalism assignment might have been 88 or 89. I mean, long time ago, man. And, just I get the world we live in. There are a lot of people that online, you say whatever you want, right? You can do whatever. You can say, you can say Super Bowl or bust or whatever, or good morning or whatever. What's up, Dan? So I'm just going to say this. It was pointed out to me by a couple of, like I said, channel regulars that somebody was taking, or one particular, maybe two particular channels on YouTube were taking what I said about the Bugs report and reinventing the story, basically saying I called him an alcoholic, that I was saying this, that, and the other thing. And I want when you get misquoted, I take that serious. I take it serious when somebody shows that kind of lack of journalistic integrity. I said, and I rewatched the video a couple times just to make sure I didn't misspeak, that I didn't misrepresent anything. I did report that, Isaiah Bugs likes to party. And apparently, maybe the Lions didn't want to keep him. I did report that. I got that from a couple of people I trust. Other people in the comment section that have been a part of this Lions Talk Live community for a while have made some I guess added to the story and saying they heard that there were some other takes on it from different teams, like in Pittsburgh and stuff, that they had heard something about him having beverages too much. Some people even said he was potentially bipolar, struggling with those things. I didn't report on that. I did report that it was told to me, yes, as I reported a month or so ago, or maybe it was 2 months ago, whatever, that him and Aaron Glenn got in a heated debate. Yes, I think we're all aware that Isaiah Bugs has been sidelined by the team 3 different times. But when somebody tries to put words in my mouth and say that I said something as egregious as that, I think that's a lack of journalism right there. I am also aware this particular individual mimics a lot of my videos. We'll put it that way. Takes ideas, runs with them and stuff. And you know what? I will say this, in fairness to that individual, that's no different on YouTube than it was in the 80s or the 90s in print media. You break news on something, you better believe if you're at the Washington Post and you get a news story, aliens have found Earth or whatever, people from Mars are coming on over, then you better believe the LA Times, the Chicago Tribune, and everybody else is running with that story probably pretty quickly. And that's just media, right? But what I do have a real big problem with that is when you try to defame somebody, when you try to purposely go out of your way to talk trash about somebody. That I got a problem with, and it shows a real lack of professionalism, I guess. There's one particular channel, and it's all I'm aware of. Maybe there's 50 others, but there's one in particular channel that seems hell-bent on coming after me and trying to defame me, trying to talk about, rewording things I said or whatever. Is what it is. It's just the world we live in. But I just want to come out here just real quick, and I'll get off the mic here in about a minute, and just simply say that, hey, I am not saying Isaiah Bugs has any kind of substance abuse issues. I'm not trying to say he's an alcoholic. I'm not saying he does, other, illicit drugs. I'm not saying he's got a 1-900 number for you to call to get spiritual guidance. I didn't do any of that. And you know what? To the channel, I'm pretty sure they're going to watch this video. All I'm going to say is, man, if you got some sort of issue with me, just go ahead and call me and talk to me or whatever. You want to copy my news stories and redo my videos, you know what? You've already been doing it for about a year. Keep doing it, man. I don't have a problem with it because that's part of journalism. You expect people, if you get news, to repeat it. It's going to happen, and it's unavoidable. Since 1800s, 1900s, and now in the 2000s, it just happens at a faster pace. But I will say this, pretty please with sugar on top, don't take it to the level where you're going to try to say I accuse somebody of having an issue, whether it be a temperament or a substance abuse problem or whatever, because that's defamation of my character. And I'm going to say this: please don't do it. I'm respectfully asking you to avoid such things. You know what? You want to report on the Lions, which really, at the end of the day, this should always be about simply a bunch of fans, people enjoying content, not this, hey, East Side, West Side type stuff that this particular individual seems to be doing. And you know what? I'm just somebody who enjoys being a part of the fandom, talking to you guys, talking about the Lions. And you know what? Relevant Lions for the first time since the 90s. I've been a journalist, like I said, since the 80s. I've had to suffer through a whole long time of bad reporting. Let me tell you, there ain't nothing worse than having to drive 3-4 hours to get over to the Silverdome or Ford Field and sit and watch a bad product and then have to spend another 6 hours trying to come up with creative ways to write about things. Anybody like, Micro Mike or other people who have covered the Lions during the bad times and now get some good times, let's focus on that stuff. If you want to run a YouTube channel, I'll be the first one to try to help everybody out there. Why? Because it has nothing to do with me. You're not taking away from my thunder. You're not messing with my hair nor my Mountain Dew. I wish everybody good luck and fortune in this media or other medias if you so desire. Just because one person does something doesn't have any kind of backlash on you. And that's the one thing I am learning about YouTube is if you do something and somebody feels like you're stealing their thunder, they're going to come at you. And it doesn't happen with most people, but it does happen with a few. So, all right, I'll get out of your guys' hair. I got to get ready for coaching today. And you know what? I am going to have a grilled cheese, maybe 2, with that Mountain Dew before the game. So hope you all have a great one. See you in the morning on Lions Talk Live. I'll be gone the rest of the day. So if there's some breaking news, Micro Mike or, somebody, Mark Orm's Forum, somebody's going to have to get to you because I'll be on the road. So take care. Enjoy your day. Do something nice for somebody you don't know. And I'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.